Right, this is my tea latte, as we've dubbed it. I accidentally got some warm milk instead of normal milk, but that's fine. Just a bit strange. So this is us in the restaurant. So we're continuing the medieval theme. Quite quiet this time. Alright, so have a quick peek at the buffet I think in a minute. Okay, so this is my appetizer's breakfast. With sort of streaky bacon, a sausage, some crouton things maybe?
No,
potato things.
Potato.
And some egg.
Oh.
Right.
So, we're on the bus to Disneyland.
Yeah.
What are you wanting to do most today?
I can't pick what I want to do most, but we've decided Thunder Mountain is the first port of call. Because last time it was so busy.
We waited about 2 hours for it.
It was the longest queue we had to wait in, so we're going to do that first. And then after that, we're going to sort of go back and just run around everywhere.
Or we'll just figure it out as we go. We've just got through the bag check, but look at this lake. This is how cold it is at the moment.
-5.
Yeah, it's pretty Baltic. That is stunning though, all the ice. Built around everything. That's really cool. And there's Mickey. Oh, apologies for shaky camera today, it is that cold. He's brilliant. That's how cold it is. We're just running to Thunder Mountain, but had to stop to film that. That's crazy. The walk of Pirates of the Caribbean. Doo-doo. I don't know how much this is going to show up, it's dark. Oh, that's nice. Shot of the castle with the sun behind it. This is us on the carousel. Rachel had to have the big horse. So I'm on the girly one. I got the girly one, hang on. It's recording already.
This is Matt on his very, very girly horse.
My horse. And they complain about global warming. Ice Age is coming. Ducks on the ride.
Wow.
Private Star Command to coordinate the mission. Battle stations, report to the flight deck for immediate launch. To infinity and beyond. We've got Zerg on the run. Blasted with everything in got.
Space cruisers have been temporarily halted.
Hang on.
We'll now be departing from gate number 2. This is a gate change only. Thank you.
Nous informons les passagers du vol Star Tour 114 à destination d'Andorre d'un changement.
Sans que tes unités de locomotion bipédestre baignent dans l'huile.
Where do you think all the guys' design idea from? Was these kind of short circuit and that kind of design idea?
Oui, j'adore le Far West. Ça me rappelle la dernière maison à Tatooine. À propos de maison, si en partant d'ici vous revenez chez vous, vous m'attendrez? D'ici quelques années, j'aurai terminé mon boulot. S'il vous plaît.
We are inside the Nautilus of Captain Nemo.
Oui, mais aussi diabolique. J'ai pas, c'est un engin dévastateur.
In the well, in the diving bell. Holy moly. That's awesome.
All right, Captain. Ready to pulse generator.
So that's the Nautilus there. I'll try and get a shot round the front of it in a second.
Veuillez rester à l'aise jusqu'à la réception de votre navette. Vérifiez tout le dernier document à bord.
Go on, spin it! Ray's just not very good at spinning. Thunder Mountain. Say hello. Oh, he's making my arms cold. Is it hard to film well? Ooh, crap. Okay, it's very angled. I know it's made me jump this mountain. I'm going to go down a bit. This is the old one. Focus, I'll take the photo. There we are. Shy. Oh. Oh, I'm getting that. Oh, we good at that. Much quicker.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I see what's happening. Birthday. That's the end of day one. We're home and showered and ready for bed. If we had to sum today up in one word, it would be freezing.
-5 today. You'll have seen plenty of ice shots, so you'll get the idea of just how cold it is in continental.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I took all the there's all the shots of the frozen water. It's crazy.
Apparently it's the coldest winter France have had in about 27 years, so very, very chilly.
But we were okay in it actually because we kept moving. Although we'd get maybe cold face or cold legs because we were all jumpered up, but it was actually wearing just jeans. It was the skin on my legs I was finding was getting cold. Hands as well, but nothing to the bone, just skin. So not too bad actually. We were warm enough,
and thankfully the cold weather put off all the locals and things.
Yeah.
It was nice and quiet, so the longest was maybe, what, a 10-minute wait?
Yeah, about 10-15
minutes.
minutes.
10-15 minutes, yeah.
Which is unnoticeable actually when you're waiting for roller coasters. It's just that straight on near us, damn it. So yeah, that was good. So we'll go through the rides in near enough chronological order to how we did them. We went in and went straight to Thunder Mountain, on the basis that was the one last time we were here. We queued for over an hour.
It was about an hour and a half, I think.
And it was awful.
It must have been. It was pretty horrendous.
It was an awful wait. It was a good enough ride. We were pleasantly surprised. It's just basically a big runaway mine train, but it's long. It's really long, which was what made me relatively happy last time. I'm not a big fan of runaway mine trains, mostly because I'm bored of them. I've been stuck at the theme parks with people who don't like any of the bigger roller coasters, so I have to go.
You do.
Yeah, and you end up on the runaway mine train about 6 million times until you just fed up of it. It's just boring. I can go on the big rides over and over again, but the mine train, which is just meh to begin with, it's just anyway. Rant for another time. Thunder Mountain is good. Good long runaway mine train. We got on it first, straight on as well.
Yeah,
that
walked
was
right
good.
on it.
Walked right onto it, and then we went up to Pirates of the Caribbean. Sorry, Remy, and did that second. We would have done Indiana Jones second, but it was closed at the start.
Because of the cold.
Because of the cold, but we got on it later and we ended up doing it 3 times because it was right at the end where we just sort of jump on, get your money's worth and do a few rides. Indiana Jones is a good one. It's another runaway mine train, but it
actually has a loop.
It's got a loop in it, and rather than like Thunder Mountain, which is sort of goes quite fast for a long time, it's almost dips, so it's at a decent speed, and it'll go boom and accelerate, and then it'll go up a hill, and then it'll go back to a normal speed, and then accelerate, and so it does lots of dips, which is quite nice. A bit of a gut wrencher if you like that kind of thing. And then it was Pirates, which is Pirates.
I would say probably Pirates is one of the more visually stunning ones.
Yeah.
They've got. I mean, obviously things like the Pinocchio and that's all very pretty, but Pirates is my favourite visually.
Yeah, well, because it's Pirates. There's a lot going on in it, and it's huge, actually. It's a really nice long ride. Peter Pan, for example, which is one we didn't do this time because it's closed for this week just because they're doing it up. Fixing it or just doing general maintenance, I think, is 10-20 seconds long. It feels like it, and you sort of go on and it goes.
White and Pinocchio were both probably maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
But were longer than Peter Pan. Peter Pan to me felt tiny.
True.
Peter Pan to me felt, because it's literally the Peter Pan ride. You get on the flying boat and you go, oh look, it's the room with all the kids. Oh look, it's big Neverland shot. Oh look, it's the Indians. Oh look, it's Captain Hook. The end. And it really is a short one. So we didn't do that one because, I say, we've done it before, as you can tell.
And it was close.
Yeah, and it was close for maintenance, so we didn't do that one. But yeah, we did Pirates. That was lovely. And then we went to Fantasyland and we did the Pinocchio one, which was the one that was closed last time. So we did that, and I was pleasantly pleased with that one.
Yes.
Actually, it was quite long for the older rides, and
the
it's
animatronics were quite nice.
Yeah.
Sort of the Peter Pan was quite worn last time, but this one it's all freshly painted. Looks nice. Probably why it was closed last year.
Yeah.
But it was looking good and it was quite nice.
And then we jumped. Yeah, so that was fine. We did Snow White, which we've done before. Tells the story of Snow White. It's quite pretty. That was okay. And then we did the carousel, which is a carousel but a huge one and very quite picturesque.
Yeah.
So, and then where did we go from there? I'm trying to remember. I think it was then. Then it was the Small World, wasn't it?
Yeah, we went with Small World and then moved into Adventureland.
Yeah, Small World. Loads of people make fun of It's a Small World. I like it.
But it's do once and you're done.
Yeah, you don't do it 6 times whilst you're here. You just do it the once, and it's kind of nice. It's all little dolls and they're all stereotypes. All the stereotypes all in one place. But it's a nice song with a nice message, and it's quite fun. It's very nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So that one's nice. And then it was over to Space Mountain, and it was closed. So we went and did Buzz Lightyear, which I actually managed to get a sneaky shot in the bit where it's Buzz zapping Zurg is actually a shot whilst the ride's running, because the Buzz Lightyear ride is notorious for stopping. It's just one of those because they have cart after cart like right beside each other, and it's quite complicated because it's got guns and it's got a lever. You spin the cart yourself.
And animatronics to shoot and keeping score.
And it keeps score, so it's just notorious for bugging out. And it only bugs out for 5 seconds, and you're looking at something cool. But so that was just a particularly nice point where we bugged out. So it was like, get the camera and film it. And then I sat for that and found an easy target and just shot it and racked up loads of points.
That's how you managed to
for
beat me.
Yeah, you get a zapper in it, and there's targets all over the place. The Z's that you'll see on the thing, the Z's that are all over the place. You shoot them and you get points, and they also make things happen. So you can score combos. It's quite cool. So you like shoot a box, and then like a battery will bounce out it, and you shoot that, or you shoot something and it'll fall over, and there's another one target behind it. So that's great fun. The only problem I had was that one of the times it bugged out properly, and they had to restart. You know,
reset the scores.
Yeah, reset. They basically switch it off. So you know,
like it's stalled.
Yeah, it's like the ride stalled. They had to fucking restart the engine, and yeah, and so it lost scores. And this was right at the end, so that was a bit rubbish that we basically ended with 0 scores each. And it was just like, it would have been kind of nice to have seen my final score, but never mind. And then Space Mountain was open, and we did that. And Space Mountain was probably my favourite ride in the park. Well, in the Disneyland bit.
Yep. And then it was Captain EO.
Well, we did lunch first, which we ate in the video with Video Arc. What's it called?
No,
Video
it was the jazz place.
Yeah, which is the Videocade or whatever it's called, with the big boat. You see it with the big zeppelin coming out of it, and there was a jazz band playing, which was
quite nice.
Random but nice, and we just had, it was very basic sort of fast food, so it was like chicken burger and chicken nuggets and filled the hole and moved on. And yeah, we sat and did Captain EO, which did not stand up to my memory.
It's Michael Jackson, the ride.
It's not even the ride, it's
a 3D
It's a 3D movie with a couple of, you know, special light effects to help suck you in. But yeah, it's a big music video. It's about as long as Thriller. And the 3D, I think they've changed it. Originally, I think it was in the green red or whatever it is, 3D, so that all came right out. But this time they've changed it to polarized, which doesn't pop as much. So then it aged really badly. So it was quite naff.
Uber 80s.
Uber 80s.
It really was.
Uber 80s.
And then continuing the nostalgia, we went on to the Star Tours.
Which she surprisingly likes, not liking Star Wars.
I don't not like Star Wars, I've just not seen them.
But can't be bothered with them. Yeah. So we went on that last time we went and did it, and we wanted to do it, but it was a 45-minute queue when we were last here, and Rich was like, I don't want to do that, I'm not waiting 45 minutes to go on a Star Wars ride. And someone walked past and went, oh, we're not going on it, actually, here, have our fast passes. And you've got no excuse now. So we went on it, and she quite enjoyed it. So we got on it again, straight on it, pretty much again, so that was nice. And that's pretty much all the rides. We sort of then did a load.
Stopped and did the teacups.
Yeah, which are teacups.
The
teacups are a bit meh, because the teacups I'm used to the Alton Tower teacups, which are now the cannonball powder kegs, and you spin them and they really go. I mean, to the point that people are starting to fly out of them. If you get them,
hold on, you just start skating like that.
And it's brilliant. But actually, we tried getting those going, and
they're kid friendly.
Very kid friendly, which is a bit rubbish.
You gotta expect that, though. I mean, the carousel had seatbelts.
That's true.
It's sort of health and safety gone mad a bit around the park.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, that was a bit boring, but never mind. Yeah, we did that, and we found the Nautilus. We didn't know about this. We knew there was a Nautilus in the lake beside Space Mountain. No, we just thought it was a statue, like there's a Wally statue. But no, you can go in it. And you'll see footage of it with the Kraken coming in. And that was brilliant. I was so amazed by that. We found later on, I didn't do any filming of it, partly because it wasn't as exciting and I was worrying about camera battery because we wanted to go to the cafe. We found an Aladdin one that tells the Aladdin story, and it's almost like big 3D dioramas with moving models in, and that was walkthrough, and that was nice as well. We did I can't even remember what it's called now, the Obvutron or whatever, which is basically the Dumbos, but with rocket ships instead of Dumbos. The Dumbos are currently closed because it's too cold.
Yeah, much too cold. It's a very old ride, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's because it's a very old ride or because that's the one the babies go on and you don't want, because certainly when we were on the rocket one, I can't remember its name now.
That was very cold actually.
I was freezing. When I was doing the filming, but I was just like, oh man! Put the camera away, desperately put my gloves on, it was that cold. So, yeah, I think that was all the rides, really.
Yeah, we just did a couple laps round.
Yeah. Just did more of it, really. So, really good day, actually. And then the big highlight was after that, we did a big load of pin trading, and we did really well with the pin trading. Yeah. Actually, we got rid of pretty much.
Each got 6 pins we really liked, which is great.
Right.
We can't pin trade in the UK anymore, basically. So
yeah.
It's been really nice to get rid of the old pins we didn't like.
And get some nice
really
ones.
Pins,
Rachel just collects what takes our fancy.
Specifically
because she wears them, she puts them on her coat, on her lapel, on her coat. I don't wear them, but because I'm collecting, there's the ones I keep for myself. I do roller coaster ride ones, so I managed to get a couple of, as I say, I got 6 ones, which were really cool.
So you like Space Mountain?
Yeah, Space Mountain, and one that's the Doom Buggy, which is the Haunted Mansion, which is the ride we haven't spoken about. It's the Haunted Mansion's carts are called Doom Buggies, and it's like a license plate saying Doom Buggy. I'm really pleased with that one. But yeah, and we did the Phantom Mansion, or the Haunted Mansion, which I really like. That is really pleases me.
Very clever optical illusions.
It's basically a haunted house, and I usually don't do haunted houses. Like the one at Alton Towers, I get really jumpy. I think this one I really enjoy, and I have great fun on it, and I think for 2 reasons. One, there's no real boo moments which get me. It's also they don't get into your personal space. Everything can be scary. It's scary and ooh, but it's over there. They've kind of got it, at a good distance. Nothing comes here, which is when it comes past like that, I'm going to punch the right. So yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah, I think the optical illusions are really clever, and visually it's very pretty to look at. It's all meant to be scary and macabre and all that, but it's all very cleverly put together and quite fun to watch. It's like the ghost dancers and stuff in particular. I really like.
I just wish I knew the story of what was going on.
Unfortunately, it's in French, so my standard grade French doesn't really cover ghost stories.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's about a bride and a groom, and
the bride.
And then the bride is doomed. She's like cursed.
The bride who never married and the groom who vanished, or something. It was like the tagline, or something along those lines.
So we have to look that one up actually. So
apparently Del Toro's going to make a film based on that, right? So looking forward to that.
Yeah, hopefully better than the R.D. Murphy one, which is supposedly the biggest pile of tripe. So, and then we went and I bought a hat. Buying things today, I bought a hat because it was that cold with the pirate. There it is. It's here. It's got, I don't know if you'll pick it up, but it's got, that seems to be picking up okay. Got a sort of skeleton steering a ship, a wheel, steering a ship's wheel, and it looks okay on.
As good as hats ever do on you.
As good as hats ever do. I don't look good in hats. So I got a hat mostly because I was freezing and needed one, and so that one looked pretty good.
And today Matt has the new jumper.
Yeah, and I got the new jumper. The worrying thing is it's a bit weird because it's actually very similar to the one Rachel picked up last time we were here. But the one Rachel has, each word of Disneyland is a character, whereas on this one each word is an attraction dash ride. So it's got things like the Haunted Mansion, the pirate ship, the castle, Space Mountain, etc. So as I say, because I'm into like the ride pins, really pleased with that. And we ate dinner
at the Mickey Mouse Cafe.
at the Mickey Mouse Cafe, which was a
This
surprise.
is quite funny.
Sorry.
It was a recommend. We've been told that if you want to see the characters and get the real Disney experience, it was worth doing. And Matt was very pessimistic about this. I
I
was
thought it was going to
optimistic.
suck.
Matt was worried, as was I. It would be full of screaming children, kids running around, tantrums galore, and just chaos. And I was optimistically hoping it would be very friendly and a fun atmosphere, which it was.
Yeah, let me just finish before. Also, more than that, I'd seen the outside. We'd seen it in passing, but we hadn't gone in, and I thought it looked very basic, quite bland, actually,
hot
for a
dog
hotel.
and
More just the look of the thing. I thought looked very like a kid play park, very simple. Whereas everywhere else was very like Planet Hollywood, and that was very fancy. And also, yeah, as you said, the menu. All I heard when anyone said, "Oh, it's great! You can go and get a really nice pizza." I don't care about pizza. Something, what else? So we got, but actually it was really good. I'll let you continue.
It was really nice because the idea is it's a sit down meet and greet. The character comes to you, so there wasn't kids running around, and the kids that were running around, the characters ignored. I was quite impressed. We had an Eeyore.
They actually have to walk away.
Yeah, we had an Eeyore who just sort of shook his hands, no, walked away, came over actually sort of to our table, and sort of was giving us cuddles and stuff, and just blatantly ignored the kids until he went back to their table, and then he went back over later on. So it's prevented the running around children, which was a
there
big
was
worry.
actually a point where he was about to walk back out, into the wherever out of the restaurant, because these kids had come charging up, so that's really cool.
But yeah, we had a great time. All the kids got seen to the characters all came, and we had a couple next to us, and they had a teddy, and he kept stealing their teddy, and we're running around with this teddy.
That ended up literally over the other side of the restaurant.
Both of us got a dance with Goofy. Mickey kept kissing my hand. It was great.
Mickey
fun.
and Goofy were both quite enthralled by Rachel, actually. I was watching to see whether they did it with the others, but I think they knew that she was being a big kid and actually totally dug it.
And the menu was quite nice.
The menu was
we both
nice.
got a sort of a garlic mushroom starter. Matt got a steak. He liked the steaks, and big thumbs up. It was
nice.
rare enough. And
It was fine.
yeah, I got this sort of escalope with cheese and sort of tomato.
It was an
bread.
escalope with a pizza on top.
It was really quite bizarre. It was, what was it, Aurora's favourite or something. They gave it some silly Disney name. And
Mine was Pluto's steak.
Yeah, I had sort of tagliatelle with sort of more cheese sauce over it. And then we both got these giant profiteroles, which was like a profiterole cut in half with ice cream scoops.
It was basically an ice cream bun.
I got a photo, so hopefully I might pop that on the video. And we just poured like a fondue chocolate over the top of them. It was really quite nice.
That was nice.
Actually.
The reason why we ended up with a lot of sort of stuff like that, there is a lot more. There's actually, it's good because I think they do a kids menu which is really basic. Yeah, the cheeseburger and pizza and hot dog for the kids, but the adult menu is actually very nice, and there was a few things I saw on it I really liked the look of. But they also have, which is what we went for, we usually, because it's so expensive over there, we usually go, oh, don't bother with the starter, or don't bother with the dessert, or we'll just get a main and get out of here. But they have a set menu, where it's you get a starter, a main, and a dessert for €35, and doesn't include drinks.
3 or 4.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was 3 options per
Per bit, or it was 3 starters, 4 mains, and 3 desserts, or whatever. But the fact that they've got that means that you can sit down and look in your wallet and go, we can afford that, done.
And the drinks were cheaper there than at Planet Hollywood.
I actually hadn't noticed
They
the look
were
at the drinks.
about €1 cheaper, which is always nice to know.
So yeah, really, really nice. Highly advise that. And what we did, which is what we were advised as well, which is worth it, is that we turned up yesterday and booked it. So that was nice, so that we could just walked in and got our seat.
Yeah, the 6:30, so the park closed at 6, and we went for 6:30, and it was still quite quiet. It was sort of, I'd say sort of 7:30. So almost everyone's gone back to the hotels and come back after getting a shower and changed, whatever. And that's when it started to get quite busy.
Yeah.
So sort of
So we
straight
sort of
from the park, booking.
Leg it in and get in. It was still
still
busy.
very-
I think that's one. I don't think that
always
one's
busy.
ever going
Always
to be
busy.
quiet. The final note on the cafe that was very nice was that it's actually got with the characters, which I was a bit like, whatever. That they actually bully you. I think they're actually on the idea that, no, you're in our cafe, you're here to see us, you're playing. Because they'd come over, even once we'd seen them all, they had basically, as far as we can tell, they had 10 actors.
Oh, no, it was Chippendale.
Say it out loud.
Tigger. So we had Chippendale, Tigger and Eeyore, we had Captain Hook and Smee, Goofy and Mickey, so that's
And
8.
Pluto.
Oh, and Pluto, so 9.
Yeah.
So 9 different characters rotating
So yeah, 9,
around.
10 characters, and it would sort of be, Mickey seemed to be pretty much always out. There was always a Mickey
I wouldn't be
Mouse.
surprised if there was 2 Mickeys.
That's actually, yeah, there might have been 10 people and 2 Mickey, and 2 of them being Mickey, so the Mickey was always out. And yeah, and then it would be, so there would be Mickey, and then Eeyore and Tigger, and then they would come out, Chippendale, or, Eeyore and Tigger would get halfway round, and then Chippendale would come out and start working, so they had this sort of thing, and then do loops, and then come away and hide for 20 minutes, and then come back out. So there was a point where, when we were by our desserts, we'd seen them all. And we weren't interested, and I was starting to get tired, and it was just that actually I'm just going to eat my dinner and keep my head down, and they can walk past, they can bugger off, they know they've done us. But when they weren't having any of this actually, and they'd see me go, they'd come over and sit down by me, what are you doing? And start nudging me and things. So actually it works really nicely. If you're going in there, expect to play. That's the only thing. Don't expect a quiet meal. You will hardly be able to talk.
Yeah. I would say if what you want is a Disney experience, go for it. If you want a quiet, romantic meal for 2, I wouldn't bother.
No, because you're not allowed one. Cause,
we might try and fit one of those in tomorrow,
Yeah.
but definitely not today.
no, but yeah, really good actually. Yeah, the Disney Cafe, surprisingly good. I was not expecting to be good. So really good day today. No queue times, loads of things. The weather, although it's been cold, it's been no wind and it's been sunny. So as I say, it's been tolerable. And we made, final thing as well, is we made some friends. Whilst we met them, we had to change. We've got plastic Disney cast members cards.
For those not in the lingo, cast member just means staff member.
Hello. And we have to change, and the machines to get you in the park don't take them. You have to go to guest services and get them changed. And as we were doing that, the people in the bay beside us were doing the same, and we were like, oh, cast member, she's from, and it was the lassie of the couple, and she was from Swansea. And then we bumped into them on our second ride through Pirates of the Caribbean and sat beside them, and her boyfriend was getting a bit out because we were talking over him, going, oh, do you do, because she noticed I had my pin lanyard, and I was like, oh, you got your pin lanyard, I forgot mine now. Do you still do pin trading in Swansea? No, we don't. Oh no, neither do we, it's rubbish. Oh no, blah, 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 blah. IP store, oh yeah, there's the one, blah, blah, blah. And he's going, will you two shut the fuck up? So that was nice. Hello, Swansea. I think that's everything for the day. Yeah? Keep an eye out for Chaffy. We've done it. We managed to pull it off. So, and tomorrow is the studios. So our plan is
port of call is Crushing's Coaster.
Crush's Coaster, because that's our favourite.
Yes. And last time we got on once because we queued before the ride opened.
And it still took us 20.
And then we still had to queue for about half an hour, 40 minutes, and never got on it again because the queue did not go below an hour and a half. So.
And there's no fast pass.
So I'm hoping, obviously, cold weather, not many people, we should get on it a couple of times, but just in case, first port of call.
Yeah, it's going to be first port of call, and we'll queue for it the first time. Just make sure we do it. Because all the others have fast pass. It's the only ones that it's the only one that doesn't have a fast pass out of the bigger rides, which is ridiculous. And we also plan, we're probably going to have McDonald's for dinner, partly to go and have a go in a French McDonald's, but because we plan to have eaten at lunch, because we want to go and eat in Remy's restaurant.
Remy's restaurant.
We have from last time we didn't eat in it because we didn't have time on that day.
Or the money.
All the money, and we saw Remy and Emile outside it, and we got to meet them. So we're hoping it's still there, and I think it's just a buffet place. But we honestly couldn't care what the food is. We just want to eat in it for the sake of eating in it. So we're going to eat there, if it's still there, because we've been looking online and we've looked in the map and it doesn't say Remy's restaurant. So we're hoping that's just...
They've been lazy.
Yeah, that they just haven't updated it or haven't bothered putting it in, or that it is the Blockbuster place, which is what it says there, that it is the Blockbuster, but it's done up as Remy's restaurant.
Well, if I'm getting a Remy ride next year, I'd be surprised if they got rid of the restaurant.
I would be.
They're getting a Ratatouille ride next year. So, alright, well, I think that's enough for now.
I think that's enough for now. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good time.